Right, hello and welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different video, but one that I believe needs to happen or needs to be spoken about, or just speaking about it can bring more awareness to it and conversation and things. As time goes on, things might change, things might improve, get better, more safety, all that kind of stuff. So we're like a week past Rampage, I believe, Red Bull Rampage, which is one of, if not the gnarliest mountain bike event in the world. Having been to Virgin, Utah, which is where the event is held, and being able, I've been there a couple times and rode the terrain. It's definitely like one of those places where you go and you're like, wow, this is crazy exposure. The dirt is loose. There's lots of cliffs, and just it's very intimidating, and it takes a while to get comfy with that sort of terrain. And Red Bull Rampage has been hosted there for I don't know how many years, but it's been a long time. And yeah, we just got done recently with the 2025 edition, and it has to be one of the most impressive performances by all the athletes that I've maybe ever seen at that event, just in my opinion. Rampage obviously allows, the scope and the area allows for so much creativity to happen, and whatever the riders feel like they're best at, they can the area allows them to cater to that, and they can create lines with huge gaps, canyon gaps, or more slope style based stuff like sharp takeoffs for tricks. The event is based off judged by judges and by points, so there's no time. You don't have the fastest person down the line, it doesn't really get you much. There's probably an element of points that you can grab from speed, but it's point based, so there's so many different avenues that the judges will take to create the score for each individual rider. But as sports progress, things get gnarlier and limits are pushed, and the limits were definitely, I feel personally, they were pushed very far. I'm not going to say beyond what the riders were capable of, because I don't know that, only they know that, but I just wanted to make this video not to fully give my opinion, because my opinion really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but I wanted to talk about it because we should be able to talk about it. So there was some noticeable injuries that are very unfortunate. We had Emil that had a big crash, tail whip and a drop right at the start line, and got it a little bit wrong, as you can see here. And then honestly, I don't know how, I don't know how it wasn't worse. It's one of the scariest crashes I've ever seen in my life. And I believe he came away with a broken hip, dislocated hip, something to do with his hip, which is gnarly. But best case scenario for how gnarly that wasn't, how bad it really could have been. Thankful he's all good. But that was a gnarly move with high consequence if you got it wrong, left, right, sheer cliffs. But the difficult thing is when are the limits being pushed too much? Is it going too far? I don't know. And then Simon Godziek, I believe it's Simon, who did the front flip off the drop, came up short, banged his head, and then I assume the medics checked him over for a concussion or symptoms of a concussion, and he rode his bike to the end without a helmet on. And I've watched my buddy's video, Alex, on this, because he did a video about this. And it was interesting listening to his perspective, because it's essentially probably the same as what I'm going to say. We have, I feel very similar viewpoints on it, that I just don't understand why you would ride to the finish. But I wasn't there. I don't know the conversations that were had while he was getting checked over. I don't even know if he got properly checked over. I don't know. Looks like it. Looks like there was people there. His helmet, his peak visor had blown off the helmet, so he obviously hit his head hard enough. But it was, the ride into the end without a helmet, I was just like, even if your helmet's cracked, like a smidge, like just put it back on to roll to the end. Like the fact that he didn't have a helmet on, I was a bit like, wow, like on broadcast on live TV too. That's an odd one. I don't know. Give me your thoughts in the comments below about that. I'm not reading into it too much, but I'm just like thankfully I've never had a concussion, touch wood, but like it's just in an event like that, if like someone looks like they've hit their head, like the med should just be like, no, like you're done. But I'm only like being a spectator and I'm on the outside, I'm not in, so it's just an opinion. And then obviously Adolf Silva had a really bad crash, and I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can donate to the Road to Recovery Foundation for him. Any amount of money helps. It doesn't matter. Like I feel like the community should come together and chime in, because I know for sure that if I was in that situation, I would like be very thankful for the help from anybody. It must be a really tough situation to be in, and I cannot even begin to imagine. So he had a really unfortunate crash, came up short again, like just a smidge off, it looked like, from a double flip, which is in pure insanity. Like I really cannot begin to think a double flip off a jump or a drop that big. And yeah, I guess he just messed it up, and like a smidge, I'm not too sure. But then it's like a lot of the talk that I've seen online has been, is it getting too much? Like, are the riders pushing too hard, like getting out of hand for what? Like a little bit of money, prize money, and like a bit of recognition? Like, I don't know. I was having a discussion earlier, and it's like the person I was having a discussion with is like, things probably should be regulated in a sense going forward. So like a double flip off like a drop like that is just like a no-no. Like double flips, like not in a competition, not in a Rampage format. Like, but then it's really tough because I've seen people do double flips on dirt jumps, like a smooth takeoff and a smooth landing, and have been successful. But then a double flip off a drop like that, which is like obviously insane. But then Adolf has like done insane stuff on a bike and tricks, so it's like he's probably pretty confident. I would imagine, I'm not speaking on behalf of him, but like if he was to pull a move off like that, he probably was like, I've got this. But yeah, so anyway, about his injury, he is needing help and whatnot. So he's at this current time right now, it doesn't have any feeling from his chest down. Things could change, but as of right now, hustling the community together and helping out him is the best thing that we can do right now. But yeah, like I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's so interesting in the way that as sports progress and things like down a World Cup, the riders are risking everything. Like they're going so fast and the speeds are higher than ever, so when they fall off, it's probably going to be worse off than way back in the day when things were a little bit slower. And then Rampage format is like the error for like something going wrong is just like, it's just always there. Having done some of the lines out there, I know that like if I mess up a smidge, I'm done, or I'm like really like gonna come off bad. But then in my own head, I'm like accepting that risk and responsibility. Like it's my decision to do that. It's no one else's telling me to do it. And I like to push my limits, my boundaries at times on the bike. And obviously it's clear that I have from like this crash and then this clip. Like if something went wrong when I went down that rock slab, like I am done. Like I would not be sitting here right now. But I took that risk and I was aware that like, okay, I have to be locked in, but like if something goes wrong, I am done. And I accepted that risk. Like I was very aware that even if you're locked in and you think you know what you're doing, stuff can still go wrong, and I accepted that. And I did it because I wanted to push my limits, do something super gnarly, and put it on the internet. Like, it's how it works. But like reflecting on that after, I was like, whoa, yeah, okay, maybe don't need to do that again. But I'm on the fence about the Rampage thing. I don't know, you know, there's a lot of pointing the finger at Red Bull, like, oh, they should help the riders with costs and like medical costs. I don't know if they do that already. I don't know if they will. Like, I don't know what policies and everything that they have in place kind of like to help cover them. And also like, I'm pure speculating, and like I'm purely intrigued as part of the discussion side of things, over being like they should do this, and like I'm not gonna like push my opinion hard out there, but I wanted to create this video for a place that we can get, like, people can chime in the comments and have conversations, and I'm not saying put pressure on like Red Bull or the events organizers, because like obviously it does good things for the sport and everything, but I just wonder if like putting a limit on like messed up tricks on big features is like a thing that they just ban. Like, it's not the same, but like gymnastics, there's like banned moves in gymnastics. Like it's different, but they're kind of the same. Like, there's trick based, and there's a trick in gymnastics that's the band that only got brought to my attention the other day, that this girl like created this move and then another girl tried it, and like I think she broke her neck or she's like paralyzed or something, so they banned that trick because of the risk of like, it's just a significant larger risk than doing like another movement in gymnastics that's like not as crazy. So like I put like a drop, step down, big drop, step down. I put like jumping that normally is less risk than flipping it, and then double flipping it is just way more risk than jumping it normally and just doing one flip. But then I'm in the mindset that I know that you could just jump the step down or the jump normally and come up short and severely hurt yourself. Like, that's just sometimes how things go. Like, I've had the silliest crashes in my career, and they've often been the worst. And I've had huge crashes and I've been fine. So I don't know how that works out, but I'm literally just spitballing at this point. But I just don't know where this is going to go for the future. And like, obviously with Adolf being hurt from this, it sucks to see. But I'm just wondering if there's something that can be done or helped prevent something maybe like that happening again. But then I know that like all the guys are like pushing for the top spot, like they're all confident, great riders. So to be like, you can't do this and you can't do that, like, I also said that like, well, what about like an 80, 90 foot canyon jump? Like, what if the rider messes up before that and like goes off it and just doesn't make the canyon jump and lands in the middle and like severely injured? Like, are they going to stop riders from being like, you can't do a jump bigger than 50 foot, can't do a jump bigger than 60 foot? Like, it's super hard to police, but I'm just creating this video right here so that people can have a discussion. And yeah, I guess watch this space as far as what is going to happen and who's going to make maybe changes to like make things safer. I do believe that events can always be safer and things can always be slightly improved. I don't know what that looks like because I'm not an event organizer and I'm not in that side of things, but as far as being somebody who's been a part of sort of events like that, like in the past, like, or just racing in general, like I think it's important. So yeah, that's kind of my conversation right now. I definitely think personally, for myself, writing and pushing the limits, I'm way more like in my head about it, and I think more and harder than I ever had before. But then it's also the stuff I do is the risks I take. I would never point at the finger and blame anybody else, and none of the writers I feel like are pointing the finger at other people. But it's just a conversation, and yeah, I hope you didn't mind this, appreciate it, and yeah, I think this channel is also just like being real, and like it's okay to be open and talk about this stuff. Like the people that don't talk about it, like I feel like are the ones that are like not speaking up, obviously, and they're like sheltering it. Like I just don't think it's like concussions and all this sort of stuff is like not to be messed around with. Like absolutely not. Like the amount of times I've heard someone be like, yeah, I've got a concussion, but like whatever, like I'm still gonna ride, and I'm just like, you're literally an idiot. Like you are an idiot. What are you riding for? Like there's no point. And I just think these things just like should not be like brushed off. So get in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Like I don't know, anybody else have like more knowledge on it? Would be interesting to hear. And yeah, maybe like just share the video around and share the link below that I'll leave for Adolf's Road to Recovery. And yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for just being patient, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. I'm not sure where that's going to be, but yeah, just thought I'd do this one and speak a little bit about it, because it's been like a heavy conversation for the last little bit, and yeah, I want to get it off my chest. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are.